Hello everyone, I'm X13, and in this tutorial I'll be teaching you how to build the Skymark 10,000 gallon aircraft refueling truck in 1.5 to 1 scale. This aircraft refueling truck uses a lift deck next to the cab to allow operators to refuel aircraft of any size. Trucks like these are quite prominent around larger airports with lots of wide-body service. To my knowledge, this vehicle has not been shown on the channel for more than a brief second, so for most of you this will be your first time seeing it. Those of you who are on the server can see it refueling the Qantas A380 at spawn. As mentioned beforehand, this build is in 1.5 to 1 scale, meaning 1 meter in real life equals exactly 1.5 blocks in Minecraft. This is a great scale because it allows us to put in a little bit more detail while still feeling pretty human-sized standing next to it. Because this is in 1.5 to 1, it'll fit on perfectly in any 1.5 to 1 scale scene. Because this vehicle has a variable height deck, we will first be building the main truck, then I'll be showing you the deck in the retracted and extended positions. As for dimensions, this truck is 21 blocks long, including torches and buttons on the front and back, 6 blocks wide, including buttons and other details on the side, and 5 blocks tall with the deck retracted, and 9 blocks tall with it extended. So let's get building. Alright, so for letter 1, we're first going to come up to where you want the front bumper to be, and place 1 end stone brick top slab. This is probably a good time to mention that this build does make use of the Aeroteam version 2.0 texture pack. You can download that at aeroteam.org, I believe, or you can go to the Discord, and it's in one of the announcement channels. And that'll be, the link to that will be in the description. Alright, so as I said, this endstone texture is a custom texture. It's like a black brick. If you're in vanilla, you can just use a probably black stone slab. I'm not sure which one looks most like a brick, but yeah. So next, we're going to come over to looking back to the right side with a oak half slab. This is just for a little bit of a step to get for operators to get up to the deck. And then we're going to have 2 more endstone top slabs. So you've kind of got the front bumper with the oak slab step right there. We can use a little bit of world edit here if you have that to add a little bit more detail to the bumper. Just some side lights and stuff. So come over to the side and get a temporary block. Place a torch on the front face of it, and then an oak button on either side. Then get a stick or any tool, type /repl 0, and that'll bind the replace tool to your stick. And then we're going to come over to the bumper and place temporary blocks on the side blocks of the bumper. Get your right facing oak button and paste that over here. Get your torch and place that on the 2 front facing temporary blocks, and then your left facing oak button and paste that on the left side. Just like that. And that's just a little bit of a better bumper. It's all pretty small details. It'll work fine if you don't have world edit, but yeah, this is good if you do have it. Alright, so next we're going to come behind the left side of the truck and come over here with a purple half slab and then a purple top slab. And these are a white wool texture in the pack. If you don't have the pack, probably just use quartz. But yeah, half slab then top slab is just for a little bit of a step indent that's there. And then if we come to the inside, you've kind of got this 2x3 area here. And on this first one, you're just going to place 3 dark oak fences side by side, and the second one in the 2 middle blocks you're going to place fences. Another little world edit detail that you can do is come over here by placing a cross of dark oak fences like that, and in the top left, just place it more. Grab your stick again, left click the middle one, and paste that over on these 2 right here. The 2 that are connecting into the middle. Then for this one here that's kind of on the outside, get this top left one and put that in there. And that just adds a little bit of detail because the fences won't normally connect to these slabs, but you know, it adds a little bit of more detail when they do. So really small detail, you don't need it, but it's nice to have if you've got world at. And you can just destroy that dark oak fence then. Alright, coming back one more, place 2 dark oak fence gates behind these dark oak fences. And then we are going to get our hopper, a black wool, and stone buttons. So we're first going to come back one behind this dark oak fence with 1 black wool. I'm just using the brick slabs because in that pack they're black wool texture, but black wool is the same thing. So yeah, black wool, and place 3 in a row like this. Go over to the other side and do the same thing like that. So you've got the 2 wheels. These are 1.5 block by 1.5 block wheels, so they're 1.5 blocks tall and 3 blocks wide. Okay, and then for the axles, you're going to get your hopper and place on the outer ones only, not in this middle one. You're going to place hoppers going into it, so make sure that the little chute here is facing into the wheel. That just makes it look kind of like a axle, like that. Then if you want to come into the middle here and place 2 dark oak fences. You can do a little bit of world edit here. You just come over here and place 3 dark oak fences in a row. Select this middle one and paste it over here so that these fences are parallel instead of perpendicular to the main vehicle. Alright, and now you can just come over to the wheels and place stone buttons on the outer ones, not on this middle one, because there's only 2 wheels. And did that break the world edit? Yes, it did. So that's good. Here we go. So yeah, stone buttons on either side. Alright. Coming back now, I'm going to first build this middle fence section, and then on the outside we'll do this once I get back to this rear wheel. And the reason for that is just, this is very different on both sides, so I'm going to do the middle part first, and then we'll get into that. Okay, so coming back from these hoppers, 2 dark oak fences, fence gates. Then coming back from the fence gates, 2 dark oak fences. Back from that, dark oak fences, and then you're going to get a, so I don't have it on me, a spruce plank, and that's going to go on the left side only, like this, and on the right side, a dark oak fence. Coming back from those, you're going to have 2 dark oak fence gates, and then coming back from that, 2 dark oak fences. And then coming out diagonally from either of those, 1 black wool on either side, and that's gonna be the back wheels. And then same thing as before with the hoppers facing into them. Make sure they're facing into them and not in a different direction. And that's your back wheels. You can just place a stone button on either of those, and you're pretty much good from here to the front. Alright. Now, this vehicle has some detailing in the ground, such as this andesite here, and the reason for that is that there's just like a very small layer on the bottom here, and it's you can get a lot more detail if we put something in the floor as opposed to just using like a trapdoor on the floor, but then we can't put stuff on top of it, so it's a lot better to put, in this instance, put the andesite in the floor. So with that being said, come to your front wheel area, and from these 3 black wool, destroy the next 3 blocks, and then just place 3 andesite in that hole. 1 skip skip 1 where this spruce plank is, and then 1 more andesite, and that's just good for the left side. Right side's a little bit different. Coming back from the front wheels, you have 1, skip 1, 1, skip 2, and then 1. So from above, it looks like this. Alright, now to detail, I'm going to start with the left side, and I'm going to move over to the right side. So from this back wheel here, Coming forward, place one smooth stone with a stone button on its face, like this. And then grab a, looks like I don't have it, a lever. And we're going to be putting that facing into the smooth stone, like this. Get your polished andesite slab, and put a half slab just in front of this spruce plank. Then you're going to get a nether brick wall, like that, and this is a black wool texture in the texture pack. You can probably just use one of the blackstone walls in vanilla. And in these two blocks, we're going to have to do a little bit of world editing and heads. Okay, so first off, in this block directly behind the front wheels, we've got a polished andesite head. And if you're building this on the server, all you have to do to get this is do /HDB, which is head database, and I believe that's the name of the plugin if you want to get it. Search, and then just do andesites, and it's this third one that comes up here, polished andesite. If you're not on the server, what you can do is just get a skeleton skull that's facing into the truck so that the back of it shows up here. But yeah, so you're going to put your polished andesite head right there. Now, we have to put an iron bar here, and it has to be a left-facing one, not just a middle one, and it can't connect to this another brick wall. Instead of using the normal replace tool, I'm actually going to use a command. So if you just place two blocks, or two iron bars facing each other here, so that we've got this one facing to the left in this space. Grab a wand, I think it's /wand to get it, maybe /wand, it's one of those, and then just left click and right click on it just to select this one block. And then do /move. We're only moving it one block, so we don't need to specify, and we're moving it in the direction that I'm facing, so I don't need to specify direction. And there we go. It will paste it there without giving block updates to this or the iron bar. Alright, and that's going to do it for the left side. So now coming back to the right side, we are going to have, first off, two quartz pillars sideways in this 2-block andesite gap where there's not andesite on the floor. And this is a small tank of something, I believe, that hangs off the right side of the truck. You're going to get another custom head if you're on the server /HDB search iron. And I'm using this one, so it's second row, fourth from the left. If you're not on the server, again, skeleton skull facing inwards will do fine. And this is going to be placed on the back face, not on the ground, but on the back face of this block. Alright, coming up, we're going to have a polished andesite full block here in this space between the quartz pillar and the front wheel, and these two andesite on the floor. Then we're going to have to do a little bit more world edit in those two spaces. So, So we're going to do a red nether brick wall, and in the Aeroteam pack, this is kind of like a red brick, like a dark red brick texture. If you're in vanilla, you could probably use either a blackstone that you haven't already used, or a just regular brick wall if you want the brick texture. So yeah, so we can just place one in the space, one over here, left click on wall out here, and then just right click on it in here, and it'll paste it over. And then in here, what we're going to do is place a cornered iron bar, like so. And that's going to be, I'm going to do a, well, we can just put that there. 3, like this. Select the cornered one and just paste it over. Put those 3, and there you go. And just a couple more details on this little section. Stone button on the polished andesite block, and then right behind this iron bar on the quartz pillar, stone button. And that will do it for the stuff inside here. There's one little world edit detail that you can do with these fences, and that's just connecting them to these hoppers. So get your dark oak fence and do a 2x3 of fences like so. Grab the middle one on the left side and paste that over to the left side, and the middle one on the right side and paste that over to the right side. And just like that. Okay, next up, we're going to be doing something that's quite hard to do in vanilla, and that is sideways slabs. So because these front wheels are 1.5 by 1.5, and there's two of them, 1.5 plus 1.5 for each wheel is 3, so we can do 3 blocks, because that's, you know, an even number. However, the back wheel is the same size, which means that it has to be 1.5 blocks tall, which isn't really a challenge, just one block in a slab, but also 1.5 blocks wide. And the way that we get around this is in the pack, getting a dead fire coral fan and placing that on the back of the wheels. And in the pack, this is a black wool textured sideways slab. From vanilla, you can either just, I'll just put this here for now, just do that, and then just leave a space behind here without putting anything, or maybe you can use a wall here, it's kind of up to you. But yeah, anyway, if you're in the pack, dead fire coral fan, that's the black wool sideways slab. Alright, coming back from these hoppers, we've got 2 nether brick top slabs, like this. And then I'm going to do a little bit more of the inner fence detailing, and then we'll get into the side details. So grab your dark oak fence gates. On the left side, on the middle left side, not all the way out, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. And on the right side, you're going to get your polished andesite slab, and do 2, and then 1 dark oak fence gate, like so. So they should end in the same place. Alright, next up, get your polished diorite slab. We'll start with the left side here. On this first dark oak fence gate, I'm going to place a polished andesite, or polished diorite, sorry, not andesite, that's polished andesite. Polished diorite top slab, and then have 2 iron bar, or not iron bars, iron trapdoors coming back from it. These are a little bit different to the texture that you'll see in vanilla, but you should still use iron bars. Or, sorry, I keep saying iron bars, iron trapdoors. Okay, for the back bumper, I want to just place 4 endstone top slabs in a row. Or sorry, not endstone top slabs, endstone brick top slabs. I think I've been saying endstone. It's the endstone brick ones. And then just off here, get your diorite slab. Place a top slab just in this little space right here. The diorite slab is like a gray brick texture. You can probably just use stone brick, and that should work well. Okay, there's a little bit of rolled edit detail that you can do again, but they're all pretty small details. So get your, if you're in the pack, get a spruce button and a stone button. And what we're going to do is get 2 temporary blocks. The spruce button in the pack is a red button. Probably just use acacia in vanilla if you've got rolled edit. If you don't, you can just leave this stuff off. So yeah, on these 3 sides in rolled edit, and then only on this side for the stone. Okay, for the stone, you're going to place a temporary block on this diorite slab, get the stone button and paste it over, and that's enough for the stone button. And then we can do same thing as up there, where we put the temporary blocks on the corners like this. Grab the left spruce button, paste it on, right spruce button, paste it on, back facing spruce button, paste it on. And that is everything for letter 1. Alright, so starting with letter 2, we're first going to get our yellow carpet, and just on top of this oak slab, just place 1, and that'll finish off that little step there. As I mentioned beforehand, we're first going to build the actual truck, and then we'll get to the deck in the retracted and the extended positions later, so I'll leave that out for now. Alright, so coming to the left side, we are going to, on top of this endstone brick, we are going to put one white wall. Coming back behind it, on top of this purple slab, a quartz block, and then another white wall. On the quartz block, we're going to have a dark oak, and on the white wall back here, we're going to have a lever facing upwards. And that will pretty much do it for the cab. We're going to do a little bit of, there's a couple of black blocks of detailing in here. So we will do those. So get your nether brick stairs, and coming right behind this is one nether brick upside down stair facing outwards, and that's going to have a lever facing outwards, or not outwards, facing down on it. So you can just place a temporary block on it. Temporary block out here, lever flipped down, left click, right click, and there you go. Pretty easy. Alright, now we are going to finish off these wheels. So on either side, just do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 with your nether brick top slabs in vanilla, and actually I forgot about this nether brick top slab, or stair, sorry. These are all black wool textures. You can just use endstone, or sorry, not endstone, blackstone in vanilla. Alright, so yeah, after this, these wheels are finished off, and then we can also, I suppose we can just do these now, place a nether brick top slab on top of this, on top of these back wheels as well. Alright, this gets a little bit complicated in here, especially towards the back. But we're going to start with our smooth stone, and we're going to start right on top of these hoppers, so place 2, and then we are going to go back for a total of, let's see, 12. So this is 1 already, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And yeah, that should be good. And then you can do the same thing on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright. That's going to be the main base for the tank. We're then going to take our smooth stone slabs, and these are going to go on the side to start up, you know, the curvature of the tank. So starting from one block behind this front wheel section, one top slab, skip one on top of this nether brick wall, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip one on top of this wheel, 1, 2. And on the other side, it's going to be a little bit different. So we've got, coming back from this wheel, on top of this, I can't remember what, or red nether brick wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip one, and then, or actually, sorry, skip 2, 1 on this back one. So you should look like this. And then we're just going to put a little bit more detailing with our nether brick slab and oak buttons for some lights. On top of this iron bar, nether brick top slab, and then I think that is it. So we're just going to put a couple more details on the tank, and then we're going to get in this back engine area. Alright, so just to continue layer 2, and I actually made a mistake on layer 1, sorry about that. On this right back wheel, instead of putting a dead fire coral fan, I'm going to put a backwards facing upside down nether brick stair, again black wool texture, and then for layer 2, nether brick slab on top of it. Not exactly sure why it does that, but yeah, that's there. Alright, and then there's just a couple more details on the side of the tank here. So what you're going to want to do, grab a temporary block and place an oak button to this side. And then on the first block behind these wheels and the last block in front of the back wheel, just place some temporary blocks. Left button and paste it over, just like that. I'm going to do the same thing on this side here. So the same spaces, so in front of the back wheel and right behind the front wheels, just like that. And that's just I think some warning lights on the side when it is refueling. Alright, now we're going to get into the engine, and this is quite a complicated area. So you get anvils, furnaces, stone brick walls, and andesite, polished andesite stairs. You're going to start on the left side here, placing a polished andesite stair facing backwards. Then on top of this dark oak fence gate, and that was loud, an anvil facing to the side. Coming directly off to the side for the polished andesite stair, you're going to have a stone brick wall and a dispenser right behind it on top of this last fence gate, facing not up, but oops, inwards like that. And then if you've got rolled at a little bit of detail, you can just get a regular stone brick wall out to the side, left click, right click, and you know the drill. So there you go. There is one more detail. There's some more lights here, but because they're hanging down from the top, I'm going to do those in the next layer because I'd rather just put them on this block rather than have to roll edit the lever in, and then when I place this, have them delete. So we'll leave that for the next layer, but technically that is in this layer. Okay, and then just to finish off the back of the tank, grab your smooth sandstone stairs if you're in the pack. These are a smooth stone texture. I'm not exactly sure what other texture you could use in vanilla, but yeah, something that looks pretty similar to smooth stone, maybe stone brick or something like that. Anyway, 2 coming back from the anvil and dispenser like this, and that just kind of rounds out the back of the tank. And then we're going to do a little bit of roll edit on the back here, because these are this is a ladder on the back. So yeah, so these should be 2 different things instead of connecting in the middle. So you can place your 2, and they should connect to these and not each other. So you place temporary block and then an iron bar on it like this, and then you can just roll edit those both over. And that will do it for layer 2. Alright, so we are now on layer 3. Alright, so we're going to first come up here with our black wool and place 1 on top of this quartz block. Now, again, using if you are using the Aeroteam texture pack, you can place a Deadfire Girl fan on this face. If you're not, you've got a couple different options. You can either have it like this, which doesn't look too bad, it's just it doesn't have the slope like it does in real life. You could put a wall here, let's see, like a, let's see, like this. I'm not sure if you really want that look, or you can leave it like this. Personally, I would just put it like that. But yeah, Deadfire Girl fan on that face, and then light gray stained glass pane off to the side. If you have rolled edit, place 2 in a row like this, left click, right click, and that's going to be your rear view mirror. Just like that. If you don't have rolled edit, I'm not sure if you would really want to. Actually, well, if you don't have rolled edit or the pack, you can do this, and that'll kind of just automatically connect. If you do have rolled edit but don't have the pack, yeah, sorry. Yeah, so if this isn't connecting for you, maybe try some other things, but I am not really sure. Okay, coming back from this black wool, a white wool, and then you're gonna have a lever facing down on it. This is just like a handrail for when you're getting in. Okay, you're gonna get a nether brick stair, and place that on top of this, just like that. And that is going to be the top of this little curve here. But yeah. Alright, now you're going to grab your smooth stone blocks, just regular blocks for this one. And in the middle here, you can place 2 on here, and then we're going to go all the way back, so all the way to here, and that's going to be 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We can do that on the other side too, so we already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, so that's going to do it for the inside of the tank. Now we're just going to do the outside. Alright, so coming from this first block, we're going to get another wall, and that's going to be a stone brick wall. Just place 1 on either side like this, and this just kind of rounds out the side of the tank because it's not a hard brick. We're going to do, coming back from this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like so, on either side. So 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that should land you right on top of the wheels. Now you're going to do something a little bit interesting. We're going to get a stripped spruce log, and in the Aeroteam pack, this is a half smooth stone, half black wool texture. And you're going to make sure you've got the one with the smooth stone on the bottom and the black wool on top, because there's also this one and this one. So yeah. And yeah, you're going to place 2 of those in a row on either side, like so. If you don't have the pack, there is kind of a neat trick that a lot of train builders use, and you can get, instead of putting smooth stone in the middle, for this little area, just put a 2x2 of black wool, and then smooth stone slabs, like this. And then when this is covered up, it looks like you've got the black there, and it's just inset one. So kind of just a little thing you can do if you don't have the pack. But yeah, stripped spruce log on either one of those. And if you do have the, you can just fill that in again. There we go. Alright, coming back from the stripped spruce log, 1, 2, 3 on either side, 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to get your stone brick walls again and place those in the corner, just again to round out that a little bit. You can grab your iron bars again. You can just left click these because they're already here, and temporary block, paste them over, and it's just continuing the ladder up. And then there's just a couple little button details that we can put on the side. So grab your spruce button or acacia if you're in vanilla, and on this 3 row, just put 1 right in the middle. And then coming up to the front, from this side layer, go 1, 2, 3 back, and on that 3rd above this oak button, a stone button. Same thing for the other side, so 3 back above the stone button, and then in the middle of these 3 with the spruce. And that will be everything for layer 3. Alright, so this is layer 4 and technically 5 because there's only like 5 blocks on layer 5. So I'm just going to put those on in this layer because it's kind of useless to just have another one for 5 blocks. Okay, this is a really small one, as you can probably see by my inventory. So we're going to start at the cab here on this white wool and black wool, just some carpet on top of both those to cap off the top of it. Alright, now coming to the front of the tank, we're going to get your smooth sandstone stairs again, or whatever you're using in default, and place 2 of them facing forward. Now we're going to do a row of 13, so all the way just to that block there, of stairs facing inwards, so they're going to be like this. So we've already got 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The other side too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I miscounted that, didn't I? Yeah, because I didn't count the first one. Yeah, okay, 13. And then just place 2 on the back. You'll notice if you only place 1 on the corner, but if you place 2, it will do that. Alright, and just to cap off the sides now, that's going to just give me another 13 just on top of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, and that's pretty much going to do it for the cab. We've just got a couple more details to do. So the back, with your iron bars, 2 more. Just select this again and paste them over. And then if you've got world edit, you can do this. It's kind of just like it curls over. But yeah, on the ground, we can do like that. There we go. And then temporary blocks on these 4. You have the back facing one, and on these front 2, the front facing one on the back 2. Just like that. And there's one more detail that you can put on, and if you have the pack, or sorry, not the back, but the head database, and that's this little orange warning light here that sits just on top of the tank. So just do /HTTP search and orange wool will probably do it. Nope. Okay, so just orange. Like that. And I remember it was a couple pages in. Let's see. There it is. First one on page 5. You can do this brighter one if you'd like, but I kind of like this dimmer one. And just put that on the left side here. And that should do it for the final layer. So layers 4 and 5. Now I'm going to do the retracted deck, and then after that the extended one, and then you will be done. So let's get going on that. Alright, so to start with the deck retracted, we are first going to come up to this back area of the tank here, and on the right side of it, we're going to place 1 stone brick, and on the left side, 1 stone brick stair. So we've got it like that. So towards the cab, you've got the stair. On top of that, we can put a stone brick wall on top of the stone brick, sorry. We can do a little bit of world edit to this if you have it. You place 3 walls in a row, and then 1 on top of this middle one. Click the middle one and paste it over. It just gives a little bit of a better impression of what it actually looks like. In front of these 2 stone bricks, I'm going to put 2 smooth stone slabs, and then 1 out to the side, like so. In front of the middle one, we're going to do an oak slab, and off to the side, 2 jungle trapdoors. Jungle trapdoors are a smooth stone texture in the Aeroteam texture pack. If you are in vanilla, you can use probably iron. You would not want to use jungle for this. Alright, on top of, let's see, actually I didn't get those today. We get our iron trapdoors. We're going to be putting them facing out on these side ones like this, and then because we can't put them like that here, what we can do is place them like this. So you just kind of get this ring of iron trapdoors, none on this side though. And then on top of these, you can put diorite slabs. And in the Aeroteam texture pack, these are, of course, the gray brick texture. If you're not in the pack, you can just use a stair that you haven't used before. I'm not exactly sure of all the stairs. Next, you're going to get your stone stair, and you're going to place it facing backwards like this. And I just realized that's going to break that. Luckily though, I already still have it on here, so I can just redo that. Like this. And then you're going to get your button. This is an acacia button for me and all of you in the texture pack. If you're not, use the blackstone button. because it is black. And that will do it for the retracted position. Alright, so for the extended position, we're going to start in the same way. So come down to the start of the fuel tank and get your stone brick and your stone brick stair. And the stone brick stair, of course, will be facing towards the cab. We are going to also be using the same wall, so first place 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of each other, and then you can get the wall that we were using before. Start with wall, so it's going to be 3 kind of with 1 on top of the middle, and just paste that over all these. If you don't have, no, actually, sorry, maybe something slightly different. It's going to be a, there we go. So with 1.16, there's a couple new block states. You can see how there's a gap in the side, and if you do it like this, so a 2x3 of walls, and then 1 on top, and take this bottom middle one and paste it over, it'll actually get rid of those. So, like that, it will not have the gap in it, and you want to be doing that. Now, you're going to get your stone stair, just like so, and then, no, and that destroys all those. Okay, we can fix that fairly easy because I still have it on my clipboard. But anyway, stone stair facing backwards, and then an acacia, actually, not an acacia button on this face, sorry. Let me just fix these, there we go. Instead of an acacia button, you're going to get your nether brick wall, or blackstone wall in vanilla. You're going to place 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be the hose that is actually pumping the fuel. So the fuel's coming out of the tank up through this spool and then up through the hose. So obviously the height of each aircraft wing is going to be different. So you're going to have to change the length of this depending on where the fuel, like how far out the fuel door is, where you park the truck, stuff like that. You could even do one where it's like not straight up, kind of like that, where the hose is like drooping a little bit. But yeah, you can kind of do whatever you want with that. I'm just going to do it like that. Right, if you come down, let's see, to the second to the top wall, and then place 3 smooth stone top slabs on the side. We're then going to take a, let's see, I don't have it, an oak plank and a jungle trapdoor. Place the jungle trapdoors on the side and the oak plank in the middle, like so. Obviously, you don't want to be using the jungle planks in vanilla, so you can use an iron trapdoor. Or sorry, not jungle planks, jungle trapdoors. Yeah, you can use an iron trapdoor. Now we're going to use our iron trapdoors again to create the railing around the little deck thing. So on the sides, place them like this. And on the front, we can't place one there because this trapdoor is already there. However, I just make a little platform for myself. What we can do is place them out like this, just try that, and there we go. And that allows us to get this full ring around it, even if it's not perfect on the side. This side will just stay there's not going to be any trapdoors on this side. Right, and we're just going to get our diorite slabs, place a ring around like this, and that is just going to be the railing for that deck, and that's going to be it. So yeah, we'll go to the outro now. Alright, so we are going to take our diorite slabs and place a ring around like so, and even though that kind of, you can ease off if you want to like stand in here, but this just allows us to have a better height for the actual balcony. This is, the height of the railing is 1.5, not 1. So yeah, that allows us to get a little bit of a better height for it, even if it sacrifices actually being able to walk around in there. But yeah, that's going to do it for the end of the tutorial. Congratulations on completing this Aeroteam tutorial. Thanks for choosing an Aeroteam video. We hope you enjoyed building it and hope you'll build more. Feel free to use this fuel truck in any public project as long as you give the Aeroteam credit. You are not permitted to use this without providing proper credit. If you did build this tutorial, let us know by tagging us on Twitter at AeroteamMC or share it with us in the Minecraft channel or our Discord. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. We do all sorts of Minecraft tutorials and showcases, and you can be the first to see it when they come out. Again, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm X13, and thanks for watching.